Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, we feel so honored to be here as the presenters online at the 6th Borobudur International Symposium 2024. In this opportunity, we would like to present our article entitled Bibliometric Analysis of Digital Leadership, Research Opportunities in Immigration Sector, written by a team of students and lecturers from Postgraduate Program of Public Administration, University of 11 Maret, Surakarta, Indonesia. Before we go further to the presentation, I would like to introduce the authors. It is me, Agus Widodo, as the first author, then Mr. Sudarmo as the second author, and last, Mrs. Rutiana Dwi Wahyunengseh as the third author, as well as the correspondence author. The content of the presentation will comprise of introduction, method, results, and discussion, and closed with conclusion. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall begin now. Digital era is marked by the massive use and development of digital technology to create values in new ways. On the other hand, digital technology developments have changed the work environment in various sectors to become more unstable, more complex, and full of uncertainty. Therefore, digital technology and digital work system scenarios have risen to a new leadership style called digital leadership. In Indonesia, the government calls for digital transformation through digital leadership to enhance the quality of public services. Even though the digital leadership has not yet become a single theory, scholars like Abel and Drew define digital leadership as a holistic approach to digital transformation across organizations by digitally developing leadership and personnel management. Meanwhile, Benitez et al. Said that digital leadership is as competence and behaviors of a leader in influencing its members to take advantage of digital technology and transform the organization digitally. In conclusion, the concept of digital leadership can be understood as a combination of leadership abilities and behavioral processes that utilize digital technology to encourage changes in attitudes, emotions, thoughts, behavior, and performance to create values and digitally transform organization. Style of digital leadership can be applied in various organizations that have adopted digital technology as part of their core business, such as Immigration Office in Indonesia. Currently, Indonesian immigration has adopted many technologies to carry out its duties and function. For instance, Audit for Immigration Clearance, aplikasi perlintasan keimigrasian or Immigration Crossing Application that connects to enhanced check system and Interpol's I-24/7 system and passenger analysis unit. Study shows that digital leadership positively influences the performance of immigration officers. However, no literature has been found that examines the process of adapting digital leadership style in the immigration sector. This research is essential to be used as a reference concept so that every immigration office in Indonesia has measurable leadership standards. Therefore, the study aims to analyze the trend of digital leadership research and discover opportunities for further research related to the immigration sector. These studies apply bibliometric analysis to analyze large amount of scientific data related to digital leadership from the Scopus database. The data was retracted on 30 November 2024 through 4 stages. First, we entered digital and leadership in the search documents column to find the word elements within the article's title, abstract, and keywords. There were 6,200 documents found at this stage. Then we narrowed the finding by applying filter by keyword and limit to digital leadership only. So the word digital leadership would be counted as one united term instead of 2 separate words. Next, we limited the time from the earliest of digital leadership discussion until 2024. At this stage, the investigation resulted in 333 documents. In the last stage, we selected all documents and exported them into a RIS file. Finally, to create visualization of the data landscape in digital leadership, we use Post Viewer software. Here are the document sources dominated by article with 225 papers. Limited writings are found in notes, editorials, and books. The result of this study shows that the earliest discussion on digital leadership in Scopus resulted in only 2 documents in 2015. They were MacLeod, who used digital leadership in education, while Valentine and Stewart in business sector. The number of digital leadership studies rose 4 times in the following year with 8 documents. Despite a slight decline in 2017 by 5 documents, Solar's interest in exploring the field of digital leadership showed an increase in the next year until 2024, with the highest spike occurring in 2023. There was no decrease from 2018 until 2024. From all documents, none of them were specifically conducted for the implementation of digital leadership in the immigration sector. The sort of document based on country or territory shows that the top 10 contributors on the list included Indonesia with 58 papers, Germany 43, Malaysia 34, China 30, United States 22, Turkey 22, United Kingdom 21, Pakistan 13, Saudi Arabia and India 10 papers. The digital leadership research in Indonesia primarily focuses on business and education issues. Therefore, the opportunities to conduct further investigation of digital leadership in the scope of the Indonesian immigration sector are still widely open. When we take a look at digital leadership research publications by affiliation, researchers are mainly affiliated with Bina Nusantara University with a total of 15 documents. They were followed by RWTH Aachen and NC State University with numbers 7 and 6 respectively. As many as 6 institutions had 5 documents each, namely University Sains Malaysia, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, National University of Science and Technology, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, Utrecht University of Applied Sciences, and Universitas Negeri Malang. University Teknologi Mara had the list with 4 documents. The data portrays that Indonesian institutions dominated the research on digital leadership, yet none of them related to the immigration sector. The research by author portrays that half of the authors produced 4 documents. Karakose recorded 5 documents, meanwhile Muge, Miharjo, and Gudeker each had 6 documents. The top author was occupied by Abu. However, most of the authors were from Indonesia. They were Purwanto, Alijin, and Miharjo. Unfortunately, digital leadership topics have not obtained much attention among academics and practitioners in Indonesia, despite their effectiveness in driving organizations in digital era. And the scarcity of digital leadership document increased, especially when they were associated with the Indonesian immigration sector. Besides, we also try to create network map to give a picture on how digital leadership relate to certain topics into clusters in order to find research novelty. The visualization generated using VOS viewer software. Cluster 1, the red dots, represent gendered leadership. This cluster focuses on the relationship between gender and leadership, highlighting the role of digitalization in influencing leadership dynamics in the context of questionnaire-based research. Cluster 2, the green dots, represent e-leadership in education. This cluster examines e-leadership in the context of higher education, with a focus on improving performance through the use of digital technologies and utilizing a systematic literature view-based approach. Cluster 3, the blue dots, represent digital innovations and sustainability. This cluster highlights the role of digital technology and innovation in sustainability, particularly in addressing the challenges triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic and how digital transformation supports sustainability in various sectors. Cluster 4, yellow dots, represents artificial intelligence and digital learning. This cluster focuses on applying AI and digital innovation in e-learning, highlighting how the latest technologies support learning process and educational development. Cluster 5, the purple dots, represent digital transformation and capabilities. This cluster examines digital cluster changes and digital transformation in organization, focusing on the development of dynamic capabilities and the role of information system in supporting the transformations process. Now we are about to conclude this presentation. First, digital leadership is a new leadership style in the digital era as a result of technology developments. It is characterized with the adoption of technologies to create values, Solar had proven its effectiveness to enhance work performance, especially in public sector organizations, including immigration. However, research on digital leadership in the Indonesian immigration sector is minimal, despite the widespread adoption of digital technology to carry out immigration tasks and duties. When the trend of digital leadership was analyzed based on the year issuance, contributor, affiliation, authorship, and network visualization, this topic is rarely related to immigration sector. Research on digital leadership in Indonesia is prominently used in business and education. Therefore, this study opens opportunity for scholars and practitioners to conduct further research on digital leadership adoption in the context of the Indonesian immigration sector to produce an effective leadership model in the digital age. That's all our presentation. Thank you very much.